Okay, guys, let's give you a small update on my work, which I'm posting less, but I'm working more because I'm changing a lot of stuff, things. So as you can see now, there is the name of the ability on the left side of the corner, and the blade itself. It has a model which is just for Jean. With others have like a regular claymore and so on, like basic, start, beginner, basic, and so on. This I didn't change the icon to this one yet because I'm making it. So and it's the same base model for a specific reason, but I will change it, so don't mind. I just wanted to show you that I'm working on it, and what's my result now? Okay, this is Gene's work with the Gene ability version, and I want to make uh, the other version, like another version more powerful, which in this case, this ability is connected to this sword and cannot be removed or used by anyone else. But there is the upgraded ability version, which will be available to put on different swords as basically an Ash of War, and for who is not of the game, means that is like it's like an enchantment or a gem that you place on the sword or the weapon you're using, and you can basically use that ability on that sword, like I'm doing now. This is a specific ability, but some abilities and some swords or some swords does not allow themselves to be changed, like this one, and some abilities are not available to be changed. So in this case, it's both. The sword cannot be ability changed, and the ability cannot be basically found inside the game unless you just find this sword where I will place it. So you have to find this sword, of course. Let's see, because I'm not just working on the aesthetics, I'm working on all aspects, including text, words, and so on, and also on statistics. So before going there, I want to show you that there are no runes anymore. There are DNA fragments. Then there is okay. This is not HP, which usually is hit points. It's vitality, which in the base game was shown here. But I removed it for a specific reason. So I made a couple of changes, swapping between those one time and see how it felt. But for the moment, it feels more correct to be like that. So I will leave it. So what are these things doing? Okay, life wheel is your resistance to death. The higher the number, the lower your susceptibility to instant death, governed by your attributes as well as defensive gear and any additional effect. So it's basically your resistance to instant death and blows and criticals and stuff like that, or just to instant death. So I choose life wheel because it looks like more accurate than vitality, and vitality I swapped it over to HP, which is not cool. And FP became the vitality is, of course, when this goes to 0 because you take too much damage and you don't heal yourself, you die. So then we go to Yoki Pool, which usually was FP, and in other games is called mana. Basically is the consumption It's the pool where abilities, spells, everything that is not only physical will consume. So it's here. It's like the mana, but it's the Yoki pool. It's like the overall energy, which is not just physical energy, but it's the overall energy. And here we have the energy, which is like more human energy. This is meant to be like the non-human energy. I will explain it better later. And this is the energy, is like the basic energy, the energy you use for regular fighting, let's say. No, so if I'm going to, it's the yellow bar, but it's not moving because I'm not hitting any enemy. So if I go outside, the orange bar is the Yoki, and the yellow one is the regular one. As you can see, when I hit someone, the yellow line goes down, and then it goes up again, of course. And it's different if I use the ability. So as you can see, the yellow line is like, okay, so the yellow line is basically the regular energy, the energy used by the regular attacks, and the orange one is, as we know, the other energy. But what's in here for us? What's different? What's new for us? Basically, in the main game, there are two voices here called Fate and Arcane. So I just changed those in Goddess's Yoki and Yoma's Yoki, which are different, of course. And these two, both in the original game or here, they differently affect some specific armament and skills and so on. So they basically have a scaling. So the statistics that does the scaling are strength, agility, perception. I think perception. No, maybe not even perception. Strength, agility, fate, and arcane, which are now. Agility was dexterity, now it's agility, and here's Goddess Yoki, and perception was intellect, so now it's perception. Goddess is Yoki and Yoma's Yoki. If I will come over with better names, I will change them, but for the moment I like those. This was also as another, it's like it was Yoki release, but Yoki release, I used it somewhere else, and it's probably better to be used there, and I don't want to spoil it for the moment. But I can probably also eventually change my mind and call it Yoki release, but also the other one, it's a different kind of Yoki, but it's still a Yoki, so, and it's still a release. So it's like not a demonic release, it's a goddess release, or not a demonic awakening, it's a goddess awakening. It's different. So yeah, I will keep those. Maybe I will change the name if I find something more suitable, but the idea of the concept will remain. So this was magic. Now it's Yoki imbued, because there are no magics in Claymore World. So also there are no fire or lightning, and Holy is connected to Fate. So Holy is directly connected to Goddess's Yoki, and this one I'm not 100% sure. Wait a second. Your defense power and damage negation against Yoki using attack. The former, okay, this probably I have to find another name because it's also the same name used and in different situations. So when I edit it, it's sometimes it's not easy. So I thought I didn't read, but because this word is not the word I replaced here, is not used only in defenses, is also used in attacks. So which now is not shown, and I'm not sure if it's possible to show it, but probably it replaced it, and I didn't read, and I expected this to be like the attacks and so on. But so it's the same word used in both situations. So I will probably need to find another word for this one. Holy will remain, or goddesses, whatever, but holy is fine. Lightning and fire, I don't know, we will see. For the moment, they are still there. Impunity, robustness, focus, they still there because they have they fit, no problem. Life will, we explained it, and energy, we explained it. So for the moment, these are the changes I've made in the statistic names and so on. I'm currently working to find the best compromise, the best way to have Jin sword, because the sword itself is connected to another ability, which if I give another sword the same ability, I basically want to use that model for only for Jin specifically, but that model has a problem, a graphical problem, which if I'm able to solve, that would be like perfect. So this is like in behind the scenes. This is now actually not the last version, but aesthetically and as a graphical result, it will be the same. So this is why I decided to make this video and show you again. The last time I was making a video about Jin, it was with the other sword, which are seeing the icon now, which is gonna be replaced when I will be sure of the model replacement. So basically, basically this is it. There are a lot of, I just want to quick show you something so you might know. I am also working on classes here, so I'm not gonna spoil that, but just want you to know that. And the starting classes, like, okay, I can say that they will basically have. Now I will make a video about that. So, okay, I said they will basically have. The majority of them will be claymores, but not all of them. Some will be just humans or other kinds of, but not too much, like 2 or 3. And if I'm able to, I will add some specific classes. What I can do is give each class basically a different weapon to start with, and a different level and statistics and so on, like a preset basically statistic. So of course some of these will start with higher level already, and others will, like this is the naked one is the Yoma survivor, which is basically someone that just survived a Yoma attack in his or her family and is escaping with an hatchet, basically with an axe. So, and it has to find his first claymore and start the process to become a claymore. Basically, that's the idea. So it's just at the beginning, so okay. But others will have a higher level, like there will be there is already, but it's not implemented in numbers. Just basically there will be a class which will start higher with a higher level from the others. So you will see that. So it's basically it's not a spoiler. Just don't want to spoiler the whole surprise. But basically you will be able to choose and have also different games and say, okay, I want to start with this, I want to start with that. I will make a specific video for that. So going back to Gene, I forgot what I wanted to say. I got carried over. Okay, this is still her stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. It's probably closed. This is why I'm not seeing it. I wanted to show you how complicated it is or can be to manage this stuff. Okay, this is the program which allows me to make some modifications to parameters, and okay, this is the weapon list, and each weapon has different version of itself. So for example, the dagger goes from dagger, heavy dagger, keen dagger, and so on. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 versions of the same item, because it's the same base item with different scaling. It's like the same weapon is like the basic. When you enchant it with a skill, basically you can choose which kind of line to follow, because it depends on your class, basically on your how you put your points into your characters. So if your character is basically a strength character, you should go for a heavy. If it's only dexterity, which is now agility, you should go for keen, which will be changed for these words will be changed, these three. I think I already changed. It's not implemented, but I want to change them because I don't like them. So like a quality will be, they will have different names. So this is basically strength, dexterity or agility, and this is a balance between the two. After this one, they switch over to basically magical arcane stuff. So fire, flame art, lightning, sacred, magic, cold, poison, blood, occult. Stop. Occult is arcane. So basically occult stacks with arcane, and the others basically they stack. Sacred stacks with fate, which is basically holy damage. Magic with pure magic, or maybe also arcane. Now I don't remember. Intellect, so it's with perception. Oh, this is something I have to remind. For example, that perception is connected to this voice. I need to remember it. It's also remembering me here. So this is basically this weapon. This is the scaling of this weapon with these statistics. Basically, it's gonna multiply your values for this value when you are keeping that weapon with that version, this weapon with this version. So this is the concept, and this is just one version of one item, and there are 13 versions of each item. So what I'm doing actually is basically, as you can see, I have training, which is basically training claymore, beginner to advanced, which is from beginner, regular, intermediate, advanced claymore. There will be specials and uniques. So I'm actually working on this area plus Gene, and specials are coming. I am working on all of this basically at the same time. So some of these are already ready and I will not touch them anymore, except from the parameters, like I have to fix, I still finish something here. So, oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Only the claymores, only when if you start with a claymore class, you will have basically a different different points basically starting. So because the claymore weapons will require to have higher statistics from regular weapons. So basically, if you choose a class which is not a claymore, you will not be able to use even the beginner claymore for a very long time. I mean, you have to reach a higher level to be able to use that the beginner claymore, for example. No, I'm not sure now if I corrected this one. Fate, arcane, strength, dexterity. Oh no, this is the correction and this is the requirement, sorry. Okay, no, I didn't touch this one, but the requirements of the requirements to the weapon for be used would be higher. So I probably did it on the regular. Yeah, my bad. Regular. So I basically did it on the regular, as you can see. 15, 12, 12, 15. So you need to have strength, dexterity, and also fate and arcane, which will be basically strength, agility, goddesses, and Yoma Yoki, higher level than just the base. Okay, and the more you go, oh no, that's the scaling. But okay, the point is, I want to make sure that the claymores can be used only from claymores characters, and or also from others, but only when they reach I don't know, 100 or 200 level, something like that. Maybe not 100, but maybe 50 level or 100 level, something like that. So that's the idea. And so the point is that each version you see here, which is beginner, regular, intermediate, advanced, etc., each one of these has 13 versions. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 multiplied per 13. So if I modify, I don't know, the basic attack of the regular claymore, which is now 144 instead of the original one, I have to do the same for all of for all the others as I did. But then each one of these must be took care of, but must took care separately, like individually, because each one of these is a specific combination of corrections of scaling. So okay, that's just to let you know that if it takes time, it's for a reason. And this is just the weapons. Okay, so we will have beginner, a training, beginner, regular, intermediate, advanced, specials. I'm not gonna spoil that. Uniques, you can imagine that. This is because some weapons, they cannot be like basically from training. Also training, it's probably gonna be, no, also the training one is gonna be a unique actually, but the others, no, also the others, they are actually all or almost all uniques. Maybe you will find some, okay, some sword, because I don't want you to find them from enemies. Like I don't want to see you go around with and see an enemy using a claymore unless there is a reason. So I have to choose carefully which model to replace, and it takes like time and energy and to think about it. So okay, wanted to show you this thing. Basically, when you are going to do, let's go in the game, for example, let's change sword. I come here and I want to change the incantation on this weapon. So I go here, it's not the incantation, it's basically the skill of the weapon. So I go here and I can choose between different skills. There are doubles here, so don't worry if you see doubles or more. But basically, each different icon shows a different ability. So this is, for example, this is You Must Throw. As you can see, up there, there is You Must Throw in the description. Maybe I can even show you like this. You must throw. I don't remember how to sort. No. Yeah, like this. But no, now it's showing me the. Oh, here. Okay. In the middle, below, you can see skill. You must throw. Throw your weapon at the enemies, impaling them. Very useful versus flying Yomas. So this is implemented as an icon, and is possible to place it on the claymore, but I need to work on the animation. So basically, okay, let's go back just a moment. Basically, let's change a different weapon, regular. Basically, if I go on the regular claymore and I tell, it's not here yet, but okay, the idea is that when you come here and you tell which kind of affinity you want to this ability to have on the sword. So it's basically how this ability will scale on the weapon and with your character. So you will choose one of these, but these names are gonna be changed. So this is the point. So how they're gonna be changed? There will be like this: Yoki released. Yeah, Yoki released regular claymore. Blood, the regular claymore is basically I didn't change almost anything. Yeah, I didn't change nothing here. Yoma blood is basically poison. So poison is Yoma blood regular claymore. Basically a claymore which is dirted with Yama blood. Then there is Pieta cold, Pieta cold, regular claymore. So except for claymores, the other weapons will have. This is what's in my mind right now. We'll have these 1, 2, 3, 4, and also this one changed. I don't know why it didn't change. I already changed it, but whatever. So there we have different names basically, but not only different names. For example, in the case of Yoki release the regular claymore, and remember, if you don't have the statistics, you can use it, but it will not work, or in this case, it will not scale. It will not scale so much. Like if you have one in Yoki release, this is the scaling you're gonna have in Arcane, which is Yoki release. So it's 66. So if you're going to choose this affinity, this is the scaling you're gonna get. So the idea is to have like a very big scale on this one if your character does have also a good statistic to use it. Otherwise, there are other options, but generally, like this is the physical claymore type. This is the dexterity, agility claymore type. This is the balanced between those. I would probably call it synergy or something. Let's call it synergy. Synergic. I'm not sure if it's like this, so I will correct it eventually. So synergic, or the opposite probably. Okay, synergic regular claymore, it's basically balanced between strength and agility. Keen is dexterity, so agility or dexterity in this case. Dexterity regular claymore, and this is heavy regular claymore, which is strength. Maybe I'm gonna change that one as well, maybe not. But this is only changing the names, the references in this program. It's not going to change it inside the game, I think. So if I go inside the game, let me reload. If I go inside the game, let's just do a fake loading because it's not needed actually, but let's see if something changed. No, not yet. So it didn't change because that's the textual part, and the textual part is somewhere else. So this is the parameters, the actual real parameters, which are not shown. Not all of them are shown inside the game. These are just the names inside the program, basically, or the names behind the scenes. And this is the textual part, which is the one who's gonna show up inside the game. So as you can see, there is a lot of stuff to do. I don't need help for this part. I just wanted to let you know that there is a reason of the time. So here, for example, we are looking at the regulars. So regular claymore, I want the quality regular claymore to be named. As you can see, Yoki released is already been changed. So, but this is the name that it takes when you swap. So if I'm going to give this ability, this one with occult, yeah, as you can see, the name is already corrected. Yoki released regular claymore. So the point here is that when you change to another ability, this option, I have to change the text in this menu, basically, which is, I didn't do it yet. So just to let you know that Umatro now is in a Yoki released version, which is more powerful. As you can see, I also have to change the animation, because originally this skill is throwing a spear. I want it to throw a claymore, so I will also have to do that. It works. It doesn't one shot, because it does one shot actually. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not, so that's fine. There are also flying things here, so I can maybe do a quick test. Or let's try this to be a quick test. So, yeah. It's also causing poise damage, so basically it's breaking the stance of the enemy. So I'm going here for a reason, because there are flying enemies here above. So, but you already saw that it's not bad. As you can see, there is it's not flying now, and yeah, I cannot aim as usual, but yeah. Of Of course, it will be a claymore one day. Not one day. Soon. What is he doing? Okay, so it works. Of course, you cannot use it too much, but while you are fighting, it's a good thing. So basically, that this work requires me to work on the animations, and now I'm focused on something else. So this is the reason I didn't do it yet, but it's already in the game. The icon is there, as you could see. The icon, and it's a skill that you can put on almost every weapon except those that doesn't want to be changed. So as you can see, this is Yuma throw, actually the Yuma throw. So we are not faking anything, everything is pure. Okay, so that's it. I think I basically updated you enough. I have some other stuff to do. I'm waiting for a guy to send me the equipment. It's also it's even harder than weapons because you have to give the equipment the weights and connect it in a way that it does move along together with the body. So it's something that I'm not able to do. So I basically asked someone that does know how to do that, and I paid him. I will pay him. So boom. This is the point. I cannot do all, but I'm working on basically like it's a work. So I'm starting from the basics at the moment, but not the real basics. And we are already a step in front of the basics. So that's it. I just go take a coffee, take a small break, and then I will go on with my work. So I upload this video to let you know how this is going. Bye.